One senator gumming up the whole works for the entire country is certainly not what our founding fathers envisioned.
Certainly not what our founding fathers envisioned. Our next guest entered the Congress last year with a personal and political mandate to pull the federal government back into the confines of the Constitution. And that earns him a rebuke from President Obama. Republicans are fuming over the president's recess appointments to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and to the National Labor Relations Board. Republicans did the same thing to Democrats in the past, and their message was the same as the Democrats today. We win, you lose, fair and square. Joining us now with his take on this is the senator gumming up the works for President Obama and his unconstitutional appointments, Utah Republican Senator Mike Lee, good friend of the show. Senator Lee, welcome here.
Thank you, Judge.
What did you think when he attacked you personally from the White House press room the other day?
Well, first of all, I was honored that he would give me that much power and credit. I didn't realize I had quite that much. But seriously, I just reflect back on the many conversations I've had with constituents throughout my state and with people from around the country who have expressed outrage and who feel sort of helpless in this, recognizing that the president has taken power that does not belong to him. He's taken it from the American people, and that power belongs to the people, and it's supposed to be exercised through their elected representatives in the Senate, not through the President of the United States acting as a sort of imperial monarch.
All right, so here's what the president did. The president wanted this very, very big government, progressive, left-wing guy to have this new job that was created under Dodd-Frank and gives him the power to regulate and to monitor almost every financial transaction in the country. He proposed him to the Senate because the law requires Senate confirmation. The Senate rejected him. He appointed the guy anyway when the Senate was on vacation. He did the same thing to the National Labor Relations Board, appointed two people when the Senate wasn't there, who he couldn't get through the Senate. Do presidents of both parties do that, or is there anything uniquely different or exceptionally unconstitutional about what President Obama did, Senator Lee?
No, Judge, this one is unique. This one is completely unprecedented. There has never in our history in the American Republic been another president that I'm aware of who has appointed someone nominally as a recess appointee while the Senate was literally not in recess by its own terms, according to its own definitions and according to the customs and practices that have evolved under the Constitution.
Because the president decided that he would decide what the meaning of recess meant rather than allowing the body that was or was not in recess to follow its own rules. That's, I think, the core of the violation here. That's the assumption by the executive of powers uniquely and discreetly given to the legislative branch, the power to write your own House rules.
That is absolutely right, and that power is unequivocally given to the United States Senate and not to the president. We get to establish our own rules, our own procedures, and we set our own schedule, not the President of the United States. He has tried to arrogate that power to himself, but he's not allowed to do that.
All right, where is this going to go? Mr. Cordray is in office and is collecting a paycheck and is exercising authority, and so are these two appointees to the National Labor Relations Board. Can the Senate or the Congress possibly undo these appointments?
Well, it can, I suppose, in a sense. There are several things that will happen. Number one, I'm sure you'll see a number of senators, including myself, joining litigation, at least as amici curiae, filing friend of the court briefs, once the real parties in interest start to challenge orders issued by the CFPB and the NLRB with the participation of these illegal recess appointees. You'll also see a few senators, at least me anyway, refusing to cooperate with the Obama administration in the same way that I've given my cooperation up until this point. I announced the other day
as they say, gumming up the works. Good luck. Yeah, good luck to you with the gum, and please come back here and let us know how this story plays out. It's a pleasure, Senator Lee. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.